Hi my fellas, this is DinoSasha here and welcome back to another review. Today, we're gonna take a look at the figure. It is the Papo knockoff Dimorphodon. Now Dimorphodon, which name means exactly what you said, two morphing teeth. Or in this case, two-formed tooth, is a genus of a medium-sized pterosaur from Europe during the early Jurassic period, about 201.3 to 189.6 million years ago, what is now lived in Europe today. Now, the size of these creatures can grow up to a meter, 3.3 feet long, and with a 1.45 meters, 46 feet in wingspan, which considered by the most. The tail has 30 vertebrates, and the weight is unknown for some reason. And the skull can grow up to 23 centimeters, 9.1 inches. Now, Dimorphodon is a member of the pterosaurs called as Dimorphodontidae. This includes the rest of the species, and yes, including the infamous Dimorphodon macronix. Now, there are consists of other species like Heliaventus, Paraspinectus, Patanosaurus, and Ramphainon. Now, they're basically carnivores, primarily eat fish, and they live in coastal areas with other particular creatures. And also, despite being a pterosaur, it has sharp teeth, like Rhamphorhynchus. Most of it mainly preyed upon other small animals, and most of it, other creatures. Now, they're usually flying in flocks, and they usually live intently in nestmates. And now, let's take a look at this Dimorphodon. I mean, the Dimorphodon sculpt looks resemble out of the Papo's Dimorphodon, which it's simply very simple to recognize and don't have a confusion and the coincidence. So the sculptation is great, though it's a very good looking one. That looks similar those of the Papo Dimorphos. Yeah, so this is how a toothy pterosaur usually has one. But the pose is terrible because it may fly, but it might fall into it. Well, it usually keep it in the head, but still, I may not have standing up and make it fall rightfully. Well, it's a terrible pose though. I mean, the Papo version has a very good pose, but this one has a very terrible one. But I like the details as well. So the details is not bad. Actually, it's actually very fitting on the Dimorphodon, which is very simple for a Dimorphodon to have this. And yeah, it's just a basic pterosaur with that. Oh, not to mention it has a color scheme, but the color scheme of Dimorphodon is completely different from it used to. So, it is exactly why it has a different color scheme, with the orange colors on its face and the green color on its nose, along with its green color on the neck, which would make me seems like a different creature. It has the gray colors of its wings and its black tips, and yeah, although it's very concerning, but it has a zebra-like tail, and has a zebra-like color scheme, and like the lemurs, and a red tip on it, look like a dragon to me, and the claws are very perfectly still. And now, the actual Papo Dimorphodon looks a bit odd, and it's a more, basically, very nice addition. Well, it may not stand very well, but I have trying everything. But I like the head of Dimorphodon. It resembles those of the Jurassic World's Dimorphodon, but still, I like how the design make it the creature look like come out of the hell, which is perfectly still though, and it's very good looking actually. Although it had a terrible pose, but everything is actually very editing for now. And yeah, since I have the pterosaur in my collection, the accuracy just like it's in the Jurassic World counterpart, which it's basically the same thing, but it's still a great creature to add it in. But if you know about it, let me know in the comments. Well, let's take a look at the rule and let's give this Dimorphodon a measure. Transform a length from the tip of the head to tail. We're only about 2.16 inches, and which is only at about, as we can see, it's growing up to 7 centimeters. Now, for some reason, the wingspan of that thing is very, very long, and I think I have to compare it with the wingspan. So the wingspan of the Dimorphodon is only grow about 6.5 inches, and which is only at about 14 centimeters. And the top of the head, and I think the top of the head is very easy. It growing only exponentially, and let me check a look if we have some stats of heights. And there you go. And now we take a look at the 2.5 inch and take a look at the 6 centimeter size Dimorphodon. Now for comparison, I'm gonna bring up another Dimorphodon. And here's with another Dimorphodon, came from Safari Ltd. I mean, this one is a better looking because of its flying pose, while this one is more of a lunging pose like a hawk. So I think this one is a lot better, while the poses is just terrible. So the pose is actually great on it. I'm gonna link this Dimorphodon in the description box down below. And the rating, I'm gonna give this Dimorphodon a solid 7 out of 10. Although the pose is terrible, but still, the others are actually very nice. But if you know about this figure, let me know in the comments is what you think about this pterosaur. Well, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and click the bell for notifications so you'll never miss the video. And leave a comments below, and I'll see you for another review about the How Along Good 2023 Mega Raptor. Goodbye everyone, and see you next time.